For me personally, it's gotta be Jurassic Park, no questions asked. I've always said that there's so many horror elements in Jurassic Park that it's borderline a closet horror movie. Especially if you've read the novel this is based on. Michael Crichton's novel has way more horror elements in it, but the PG-13 rating didn't stop Steven Spielberg from putting in a lot of horror elements in this movie. I mean, from the opening scene alone, where they're transferring a raptor into its new paddock, and one of the guards gets pulled in there, this is ripped straight from a horror movie. And the whole scene with my guy saying, "Shoot her!" and it flashing from the raptor's eye to his eye, bone chilling. And this was really just to set the tone of what we could expect. From there, we get one of my favorite movie scenes in film history, all of film, I don't give a fuck, which is the iconic T-Rex breakout scene. From the footsteps pounding to seeing the water shake, you knew we were in for some shit. And I was a dumbass kid. I was like, man, what's up with this goat? Why is it so dangerous to have it in a cage? And it's behind a high voltage fence. You get that sick ass scene of the little T-Rex arm grabbing onto the fence. I love the irony in the photo, but also the foreshadowing that shit's about to go down. And then we find out why the goat was there. And listen, T-Rex, I get it. Goat is pretty good. Goat is goated, which leads to the T-Rex breaking out. Us getting this iconic roar of the T-Rex for the first time. The kids flashing a light in its eyes like a dumbass kids like me. I was a dumbass kid. And when the T-Rex tries to eat them through that big ass sunroof, why did they have a big ass sunroof for? This shot is just cinema. Did I mention cinema? And then Malcolm's dumbass gets the T-Rex attention, but he's after him, not the light no more. Leads us to this poor lawyer getting caught lacking. Bro, what a way to go out. He went out just like Elvis on the toilet. And the T-Rex comes back and he says, "Don't move." Cinema. Peak horror too. As a kid, I was like, damn. But I was also like, that's kind of cool. It's a T-Rex. Who could forget this scene? Now, it wasn't so scary, but if you were in this situation, you'd be shitting your pants too. Man really said, "Clever girl." The entire Dilophosaurus scene, Nedry just thought he was a little pest, kept kicking him and shit and being like, "Get the fuck out of here." When they finally came face to face, he opens up and shows his true colors. That rattlesnake sound is just seared into my brain. And then he shoots that shit in his face. I don't know what that is, like tar or something. But then he gets away into his car, but not so fast because he's with you. And that's what we call karma, ladies and gentlemen. Ripped straight from a horror film. But by far the scariest scene in the movie is when Ellie goes down into the fucking generator room. It's pitch black. She's relieved because she finds Sam Jackson's arm, but it's just his arm. And then we get that jump scare when she turns the power back on and the Velociraptor shoots through. Hell no. Plus, there's an entire scene where Sam Jackson's character is going into the generator room for the first time where we don't see it in the movie itself. It's in the novel, and the way it's described in the novel is the most haunting shit I have ever heard in my life. I mean, just imagine being in a dark corridor with a raptor and you have no idea where it's at. The power's gone, and we all know how that ended. Finally, I feel like this scene goes without saying. Iconic. Horror-filled. A chase through a kitchen? That's horror film 101. But let me know what other movies you think should be considered a horror film. And as always, like and follow for more.